Hey everyone, for some reason my video stopped, so I'll keep an eye on it, and we'll carry on with the mountain. Conscious recognition of who we are in this moment and the whole truth of our flow. Our as a collective and collectives becoming one. And so I shuffled the animal card deck yesterday, but it wasn't the time to do the meditation. And so, actually I think it was the day before. Anyway, this card played an important part in what I was talking about earlier in the previous video. The peacock spirit, putting our consciousness at heart center to allow our hearts to sing more and therefore open up our upper consciousness to speak more resonance of truth and our soul's online truth. And letting the heart shine, as the peacock spirit is reminding us, pretty much is all we need to do. So that's our role, to feel into at heart level whether we are doing that or not. What we give out comes back. There is no other law of the universe that says anyone gets different. Now, if anyone knows my journey, I still have Matthias's energy, my twin flame, in the background, wanting to disturb the flow, because the consciousness is saying to either of us, when he gets in full alignment of acceptance, that separation in unity consciousness is not embracing your whole flow. It can't be done separate. It has been tried and it has gone on for long enough on this planet. And this is the time for the rise out of separation consciousness on and for the planet. So we are all beautiful nature, and a mountain is of the highest example. and its stabilization representing our diamond. Soul. Gateway. Path to home. In the here and now, and resonant of our spiritual nature, our spiritual home. If we connect with things and life beyond the material, we feel into the nature of our organics of life. Our organics you can't mess with. Like they don't change for anyone. That's the construct of light. It would take eons for darkness to flatten all mountains and take out the light. But this gorgeous, beautiful, miraculous, wise, intelligent masterpiece of a design of divine light is of absolute highest precise precision, power construct. We're here for evolution through the interplay, and that is all. Not for one to take over the other, not for preaching of light to put out all dark, not dark of all worries and concern to overpower the fakeness of light. Light isn't real. It's quite our theatre. So, eons to take out mountains. The organics from the gorgeous, brightest construct, like powerful light. Did any of us create that? No. It's a source of miraculous nature, and it is what is. I have been amazed by it in my evolutionary process. That when you stand for good, that is heard. That is sound. So that's really how we bring balance, not how we bring perfection. Balance for the interplay, for our experience. Otherwise, how would we evolve? We can't just be in a perfect state. So let's bring balance to our beings as I bring a light reminder of us all being the mountain. Yeah, my video is still going. Great. but a couple of times where it hasn't been. Now, self-teaching yourself to go this journey of this not very easy human life we've known so far. Teaching yourself to go this journey of opening up to the highest and to what it means to be on a planet when I refer to the lowest, so the depth that this planet truly offers us, and to our highest light, divine being, nature, here and now. To go this journey, it's an acceptance you fall into. So with all the awareness and any research you do on consciousness with the chakras yourself, I want you to just be who you are now. And fall into being held by your diamond soul, life on this planet, light awareness. Fall into your diamond. The lower half is supported by the earth. With the upper half of your diamond, anything troubling you, you need to sit for however long with the intent to let it fall. So Mother can take it. It's energy. You don't have to circulate it as a human constantly. It's not who you are. It's what you choose to know in any moment. If it's troubling, let it go. Your divine nature doesn't want you to carry issues with the outside world. Your beautiful consciousness, your chakras are like vortices, spinning portals of light with the template of each consciousness level we'll all experience. It doesn't want to be slowed down from your human's constant wanting things to be different on the outside, but how does your soul choose to engage life? We are beautiful light. So if you're not feeling, and beautiful sounds like perfection, but it's not. It's feeling. So if you're feeling troubled, like not so beautiful inside, then there is an imbalance of who you are and what you're trying to accomplish, perhaps in issues needing more expansion of your interior to embrace differently in the exterior. So it's really a light-hearted look later on. But for now, whatever's troubling you. You must take an inhale, and as you fill up your whole trunk of your body and relax your lower limbs and buttocks and your whole spine, and shoulders can come back in that inhale, and you straighten somewhat as best you can, and then you release everything to Mother that you're holding, which your skeleton doesn't need to. Your heart doesn't need to. Your abdomen doesn't need to. All these different blockages of flow in the cycle of your mental, emotional, physical, spiritual need to gain some gentle flow, some balance with releasing to the planet, the loving planet, your concerns. Okay? We're not bags of energy, we're light flow. It's okay to be light. We don't have to hold on to things so much anymore. So from your central column, as you inhale and exhale, my recommendations to let your lower half fall into the floor, your trunk rises up, your spine straightens up, your shoulders gently roll back, your hands open and release on your legs. And it does help at times to imagine an invisible thread that runs from however far you allow yourself to believe through the center of your being, all the way down, out like your spine, end of your spine region, down as far as you can imagine, even to the other side of the planet and on through the heavens, like a beautiful masterpiece, miraculous flow. We'll breathe in, will be our mountains raising up. We'll breathe out and let's slide down off our mountains, being taken away. This will also be internally because we are one with the whole of the mountain from our center. So the dedication to oneself is in the I am wholly taken care of. Not by this human or that business or this or dependence on that. We're letting this go because it's all the attachments where any of the overactive imbalance of our field is going to. We're bringing ourselves home and we're letting it go. Okay? This can be done as much as you want or as little as you want to dedicate to it. But it is the consciousness of truth. Otherwise, I wouldn't feel the need to come here and speak it. So the dedication is, I am wholly taken care of. I can let go of anything. And then what's meant for me will gently be visible in any of my layers, in any of my conscious awareness. It'll be visible that it's necessary for me, whatever it is. But you resign yourself into the eyes shut is one of the best ways to begin to learn it. And then you can do it with eyes open into that nature feeling of, I am not any of the bulk I think I am. I am truly a soul having a life experience. I have to work with Mother and Father as a child of the divine. I have to release my cares. I weigh myself down in, and the divine and the mother and the father, the divine are my soul guiding light. I release to the divine now. Okay, time for that breath in. And let it all go out. A lot of the time, it's the heavy nature you want to breathe out. Heavy nature of anything. Heavy nature of thought, heavy nature in the physical form, heavy nature of emotional energy you just don't want to feel because it's uncomfortable. Okay, we just want to let it all out. We want to clear our mountain and stay in that pose for a while. And take in whatever guidance. Write it down, speak it out, as I do, and am dedicated to allowing through all guidance for all. And we will all come to know. We are that kind of mountain, reservoir, and reform. You're feeling the breath. You're feeling the calling to release from your field. So it can run down the outside of your mountain and the freeing up and releasing dedication on the inside. So we can rise up into our chests, third eye. Crown showers down as our breath exhales. Breath is the light. I am used to it. I don't hold on to much at all anymore. Things can reoccur in your field. Check in. Are they yours? Let them go. You have to live your soul, connected to the highest and working with Mother. You grow from alignment. Your soul. Touch others. Others touch others. Others learn and grow, touching others. Our mountains, our diamonds. Do that as much as you want or need. The best kind of meditation at any time, for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20, an hour, is only when you're able to bring everything together and you're not stretched out. You come within and release it all. To free your mind, honestly. When your mind is free, that's gold. That's not, oh, I feel better now, that's all it is. No, it's, okay, you've freed your mind, you feel better. Now there's probably some more to go. So that's why meditation can take a bit longer until you feel the switch. To let go of all the problems. Your energy field might be magnetizing without you giving consciousness to yourself. Instead of rushing out to fix things to feel better within, come back within and check. Am I operating from knowing who I am? Not everything. You're here for a lifetime journey to open that unfolding and remembering. And that is why we'll climb the mountain together, knowing we can go up and down, falling into our diamond of planet Earth as much as we need her. It's through coming home to self, breathing out the issues, breathing out the problems. They're not who you are. And then in that silence, when you gain balance, like the center point awareness, you gain balance and you give away the lingering energy to Mother. You actually release it like you're not in control of it or anything on the outside. Then you'll feel the stabilization of how everything helps each other. So from the place of resignation of all concern and worry as best you can, and in dedication of being taken care of from your center point, breath alignment, wholeness, I'm bringing myself home, I'm letting the outside world go. There must be a dedication to that root chakra letting go. So you might start out with a thread of light coming through your head down to the center of the earth and up as high as you can see. But it is an alive electric thread, never ending. You will return to the vast connection of it. But right now you are here embodied on this planet. And so see that root running through your center, aligned with spine, skeleton, all your layers down to the center of mother and beyond, however far you want to feel into that stabilization, because it's permanent for now. She is your home. But you're never not connected to the one spiritual home on this visit, or any visit anywhere else, to other planets, star systems, any journeys you go on. How else do we go on them if we're not all connected? Right. So deep in that fact, like I was saying in the talk, we are both flows, above and below, so both directions. Ground that in, otherwise you'll feel like a controlling human having too much work or efforting. Those things are necessary, but in balance with our wholeness. And so we dedicate in trust that we release things we're spending too much time on in the exterior, or we're finding ourselves aggressive, or any kind of vibrations that are not in just a balance. You don't want to drop too far below, and you don't want to glisten like you're not on earth going through challenges. You want to maintain this balanced awareness that you're both. And this is our 7 layers, climbing the mountain, and I'll walk us through that so that you can get a real understanding that you are all of it, and not one kind of consciousness, not one like life is just like this, but it is a struggle like this. It's for our consciousness as we climb the mountain to get that balance of our wholeness. Okay? And this is part of the talk I did for this meditation previous, that it's not all about what we've learnt only so far, because it is an ongoing unfolding of the soul for the whole lifetime, to know thyself through what we are. We are these consciousness to evolve the soul, expand consciousness on the planet, but expand as a whole, like, you know, the universe. And things are taken way too heavily serious, as though we are just dense forever and death is the end. It becomes this very linear, minute kind of realness and into some kind of fighting to have it all, and they can't. This is the separation in all different destruction that's landing as old. The consciousness has tried very hard to believe they were onto a good thing, as in good self-serving thing, to rise above others, when unity consciousness and the light of all of this construct is not going to support something it's created for expanding the universe. It's saying, go and be wise enough to see you're going to be challenged, but don't forget why you're doing it. It's not to stay in the challenges or create more challenges. Remember, help everyone, and then come home. That's why I'm not worried how long I'm on the earth for. I'm living it as best with what I've got, we've all got, to open up more of an expansive consciousness for all. So it is selfless, which is the difficult part from going from youth, built up ego, into heart foundation actually means when I rise into this consciousness and I'm a part of the all, we all rise. And this is the true abundance, because this is the light. This is where we come from. So you have these challenges for this expansion, for this evolution of oneself, for the planets, for everything's evolution. So let's take a journey up a mountain, your own mountain. So we've fallen into our diamond. We've rooted down heaven through the center of our being to the center of the planet and beyond. She's amazing and powerful. We can give her anything. Through our breath, through our quiet, through our centering alignment. Let go of the outside world. Breathe yourself into your body and let go of all concerns and frazzle at any time. Come home to self. And make this as powerful as you want, because she can help you rejuvenate as much as you dedicate the release of crap. Now, exterior attachments and frazzle, concern, worry, pain, excess is crap for us. So the more you go, all right, that's it. I'm dedicated home. And in the quiet silence, that's what you become. And remember, with all your consciousness, not in a struggle, you have to let it. You have to let the outside go from your field. Let it go. And in time, you'll see that you're a glistening diamond. Okay? But when we open our eyes, we must walk back out into the world, knowing full well we are developing conscious awareness of our design, our mountain. Everyone's got their mountain. Some people might be stuck in different levels of their mountain. Be kind, be patient, but you don't carry any of us up the mountain. You be kind and patient, remembering you're here to live. Your home your soul. They'll make it up when they find their way home. Okay, because we need us all knowing ourselves. So different parts of the mountain as we go around. We're not actually doing that for ourselves. We're getting stuck in beliefs of training, like conditions, beliefs we must stick together even if we don't believe it, don't understand it, don't want to do it. So this is the nature of breaking up the density of the human into the wholeness, above and below wholeness. So be who you are right now. Any worries in any part, give a little of your conscious awareness to it. Now remember, the nature of energy is that there is movement in your field that wants to capture your attention. So that movement can be through a visual, it can be through, oh, I've got to go to work today, into an environment where you really don't want to do the whole trek. So this is energy in your field. You need to let this go if you're to open up the energy in your field and let this flow so that you can get other ideas and inspired thought from our heaven connection on earth to make changes of what you're not enjoying. It's not to say you're not meant to face challenges in learning, but if you've been doing something a while and you're not happy, and the energy is like, stuck, let it go. So this is what I mean by whatever is in your field, any relationship issues, any particular things, patterns continuing, this is in your field. This is cycling. We don't give consciousness to this. We just, it is what it is. Okay, but we need to give consciousness to the fact it's energy, and if we don't like it, it can shift. All right, so that's the journey. So be who you are right now. Give conscious awareness to your flow. Does life feel just nice, or is there something you'd like to let go? Because as we rise through the mountain, we'll see other ideas will flow. We're here to expand, not continue in lower vibration, thought, form, pattern, continuation. There is a soul. Now, the soul is not the human issues, okay? You're an eternal soul, which truly is the magic of the divine. That we have life for expanse, experiencing the soul and evolving. However we feel called, in alignment with plans we agreed to before the human birth. So it is a double mind kind of aspect two dimensions there, or more you could say. But in the rising, you're going from one dimension of believing you're just human trying to solve everything, and into an expansive version of yourself that says, I've lived many lifetimes. There are some things in this expansive environment, experience of a lifetime, that I will open to, that doesn't have or need my human old control. So let's go. I am who I am at the base of the mountain. And I breathe to release and expand this base down to my diamond. Any concerns are not real. I give them real if I take them up my mountain. I can let them go, and life can be different in a moment. So I head off on my trek, and I'm going up the mountain a little bit. On that angle, feels creative, adventure. Stay with that. Do you feel that in your life? You are free to trek and adventure through anything you desire at any time. Are you free there? If not, stay and breathe. Remember all the beauty, the wholeness you are, and connected, that makes you who you are. Souls on planet Earth. You need to feel creative. You need to go on treks, which are desires that inspire expanse for the base of your mountain. Breathing in, remembering our thread. Heaven to earth, one with. Remind yourself of this. Am I free? Questioning, writing, and expanding. We want to expand to go up to the next level. There could be difficulty on this track if we haven't let ourselves be free like children at the sacral chakra, our last stop before the solar plexus, where we are now. There could be difficulty rising up to the solar plexus if we're hiding out our unique soul's true desires. I'll do that later. Oh, I can't do that now. I've got particular roles in life, and I'm not going to expand my gorgeous orange base of mountain beauty, unique things I would like to do for myself. As we start to trek up in our mountain, there could be fears from what we've learned in life so far, in environments, experiences, other humans, other beings. Okay, but we're energy and we can shift. Because we've come here to evolve the whole lot of us. The whole mountain. Remember? We are the peak. I think I mentioned it in the last video when the record stopped. We are the peak, but we are also the base and the divine diamond, giving our fears away to Mother Earth as divine beings. And in the rise up, I am here to live my true self, no matter what I've been through before. I'm here to do that. This is a journey of learning. I'm here to break through whatever has kept me in fear. And in alignment with the breath and the release and the mother, father holding me in between, I give away these illusions that I must live in fear. I don't need them. I'm here to live the whole mountain. The diamond light. So we are the mountain trekking through life. So let's go on that trek through the fears. Okay? And release each step of the way. Mother, Father, wholeness, divine light, here as oneness, to live the highest. On the planet, in the human embodiment. Not one level and not the others, etc. The whole lot. So, we're trekking into the light of the solar plexus. We're coming around the mountain however you see it. We are one with nature. The sun is gleaming. We're letting go of the heaviness down below. It's got to be there, but we don't buy into it and live it because we're all of this as well. So you let yourself gleam and glow. Just the feeling. No one knows. You just, all people will see it and vibrate to it, and you will attract in your clearing and living this way. But if you don't go on your inner journey to feel your mountain, the crystalline light frequencies of the solar attraction, you don't even want to think about where you still could be if you don't let yourself feel all this. Out of fear, upwards into the truth of our beings. God bless all we've been through so far. I don't need to carry you anymore. Now we might find ourselves back down there and then back at the solar plexus saying, thank you, but no. Many times or at particular periods in life, but the journey still remains the same. You're opening and letting go. So now the heart is in view. The subtler realm, I can give of myself. I don't even need to expect anything in return. It feels great just to be me. And whoosh, you're in alignment flow. As you stay there, you embrace the subtle more, the higher realm of the truth of who we all are. Spiritual, embodied humans of this time. Okay, so that's where the subtle starts to embrace you. In the conscious awareness that that's what it feels like. That's the start, that's the beginning, to feel whole. Because as the natural steps occur up through the expansion of our consciousness, we have released, we have opened, this naturally shines in the subtle light at the heart spark, our entrance into the planet of the truth of who we are. The soul has space now and air to grow. Not when we're stuck repeat down here in kerfuffle. So this is the consciousness we need to expand and help open. And the more that, and we take what feels now, I can't even see a mountain, feels like we're in the heavenly realm. But when on earth life is still, this consciousness awareness. So we work with it and with everyone else. And we don't forget this feeling, and we want everyone else to feel this way. They have the same consciousness consciousness design. And they access it, and everyone accesses it. However they choose to observe and use consciousness in flow or caught up, kerfuffle. So the heart is naturally open. But if we're stuck down the bottom of the mountain, we don't feel open. So the hard work for ourselves is to remember we're all energy and trek up around the mountain, and there's the light, and there's no problems in that moment. And the thankfulness is not just, oh, I'm glad my physical form got up here. It's, this feels great. You're surrounded by natural beauty, the overpowered beauty you're one with. Now that's it. Okay? That's it. That's life right there. From that, don't go back lingering. You take a higher remembrance view of anything you've been through, and don't keep what doesn't feel resonant to this. I once took a photo, and I'll see if I've still got it. Glorious sunset on a beach. Now, I don't mean pretty, I mean massive, powerful, one with, I felt nothing else but being it. And the longer I sat, which I think was about, 15 minutes, in that, that was life. Powerful and bright. Now that's what rises all else. The green of the heart chakra consciousness likened to Earth's fields of growth, our heart chakra consciousness, our platform. Into the blue skies of the throat chakra, air, light, appreciation, our true expressions, not caught up in the soils, trying to grow, but conscious awareness of the flow. So the heart chakra we track, and we probably now look out to vaster visual, like becoming an aerial view from this gorgeous, freeing air platform. We're getting closer and closer to the feelings of a light air truth expression. Can you change the view? No, it's truth. So at the field you get to of the heart foundation, who do you know yourself to be here? You're not down here in any struggles anymore. You're up in the bright airflow. How do you want to express yourself? Because that's the next flow upward. So we get into a faster flow from the solar plexus heart connection, the natural speed of spiritual flow. Our spirits are naturally high speed. We're here in density to experience, but not get caught up in density of the upper realm of us. So we must remember that light, bright flow. Who are we as we approach the heart field? Again, if you need more time at the solar plexus, telling yourself you are more than past problems, then you do that. And if you need to do that on your meditations for a period of time, I know I certainly did, before I would stand up at my heart foundation in a natural, I'm allowed to be me flow. And that's what the sun, the solar plexus of us, reminds us of. Our soul and heart work together for our true expression. Then at the third eye, our true connection to the even faster visuals, knowing field of, wow, look how fast I can create. I see it. I'm not blocked down here. I'm in flow. It's powerful. It gets more powerful. And then it's just like, you know, well, for me, the crown chakra now is like, ah. You're singing with the angels. Because I've done my mountain treks and I'm quite happily and easily available to do it all whenever needed, but I don't need to stay there that long. You know, we need things in our mountain that are obvious. We need the human vessel. That's the base. We need the creativity. That's what we're creating with. Divine beings. Creation center. Creation is what we're doing it for. Expansion. And we need expression of that. So it's not all the base that's doing the work. It's the heaven and earth. Okay, so if we don't embrace our heavenly aspect, then things don't manifest. So we liberate the understanding of our wholeness, okay, and we make sure we're balancing it ourselves consciously, also with connection to people and planet, because we're not on the journey alone. We're like, how do I work with this person? How do I work in this situation? Oh, this isn't suiting me. Okay, home to self. Different ideas will come in because you're an eternal soul. Different things you're meant to do in this lifetime. So give yourself the time out with the truth and trust there's more to life. So I highly recommend reading up on some chakra consciousness so you can look at, and Caroline's book is very good at showing us how we are in balance and can get out of balance and what that can look like in practical terms, because that's what we're doing. We are spirits having a practical experience. So we have to combine all of this. We're not meant to be angelic perfection like we're in heaven overseeing things, or we're not meant to feel, that we're not good enough to be here, because we're here. So your heart foundation is your soul and your heart working together. Your heart foundation, you must express it. You have to do that. And if you have fears pulling on your other chakras and your mountain, come back home to self, meditation, doing things you enjoy, because this is what speaks to the heart, things you enjoy, to keep the truth of that's who you are. Okay? Mastering the journey, not being pulled down in various energetic illusions circulating your field. So who you are, how you express yourself. Coming around almost at the top now. It's like a celebration. I'm sorting this out. I'm expressing. I'm open with my heart. I don't let my solar plexus get caught up in too much fear. I check in if I'm creating honestly. I'm not stuck down here just to get things. I'm not trying to work too hard on a foundation because I'm healthy. I eat well. I do all the normal sort of interactions uniquely. And that's the soul. I allow myself at the solar plexus to know what my heart wants, to express me in these things, and I can see clear anytime I want as to whether I'm in alignment with myself or if I'm expending myself for others too much, because I'm meant to expand myself as others are meant to expand themselves, and we can work together, attracting via our energy fields. That's not the hard work part. It's the coming home to self and trusting you will attract when you are living true to yourself. And then it's, I see clear for me. I make sure I see clear for me. From the top, you can keep a good understanding of how you're feeling at each of those levels. And you're interacting all the time with the whole lot, so you know when you need to perhaps stop. So really at the core of this is the heart spark, the heart. Okay, because if you don't stand up for that, you're going to linger all over the place thinking life is about other stuff when it's the whole lot. Okay, and then the crown is like, ding, you've done it, good work. Now open up, what does the crown mean to you? What is the crown consciousness template everyone has? Embrace it. Light, strength, power, conscious awareness for the whole lot of your consciousness. Fills your mountain, supports the work of awareness that you've done for yourself. Like a Christmas tree. Which always need to get packed up. So you go back down and you do the root chakra work. Let's pack the Christmas tree up and put it away. But the beauty is, we are that all the time. We just bring it forth due to wanting to belong and express the love that we know. And how do we do that? Well, we look around at what we've done so far. But as you can see, that a lot of Christmases aren't built on perfection, are they? They're built on realness. They're built on people. We're all the same. We all want to come together in love, but we are all mountains. And are we doing that work to be able to hold space for others and for ourselves and all rise? Okay, and that seems like a miracle, but that's what's happening. Solar plexus to heart and above, we are the light. Like a diamond on the earth, connected inwards and down, belonging to Mother, belonging to the divine heavens, one, children in between. We are taken care of. So let's not get stuck in particular chakra consciousness, thinking we need to hammer out life. Yes, we need to do a bit at each level and align. Thank you for joining me. I hope that helped. And the last thing I'll remind us of with all this speaking is that it is a flow state. So don't get caught up in particular pointy parts or beliefs that we want to get to the bottom of, something like this, you know. We want to be conscious that we can shift what does feel stiff. In our field. So we can float up the mountain of awareness, down when necessary, and grow. It's not and grow, it's grow. The now moment is never ending grow. So take a look at how you're using yourself, using that conscious expansion for growth or no. Okay, because the ego can just say no. I want it my way. That's not the whole truth. God bless for the systems helping our planet. coming out of that peacock. That's our reflection. For today anyway. The whole lot. The power that put the peacock on the earth, the power that has done that for us. God bless everyone. Enjoy your conscious awareness. And bye for now. I'll see you again soon. Much love to you all.